thankfully, she knows someone like myself, and thankfully I know someone like her to where, hey, I can partner with and work with to help. They're helping me build, a portfolio, investing in me and trusting in me. And in return, hey, I'm helping them, capitalize on monies that was lost. So, my goal this year within the next, honestly, 14, 15 months is to make her about $50,000 to where now she can, it's still real money, but if I can make her that $50,000, I feel accomplished. I really do. And the only way I can do that, man, is really by working with this network, this platform. Each and every one of you guys are a blessing to me in my life and those that I work with, because you guys are presenting opportunities. As I'm presenting opportunities to you guys are presenting opportunities to me as well. So it's given us a great chance and an opportunity to work together. So, man, I'm fired up about this, the changes that are taking place. And here's the thing, guys. Right now, here's my belief. This is just my belief. It took, a year and a half to 2 years for COVID to really change the market. A year and a half, people just started buying like crazy. I believe right now with the interest rates, with the memorandums ending, I'm anticipating another year and a half for the market to take a turn. Whenever I say take a turn, taking a turn where it's no longer a seller's market, it's a buyer's market, meaning that us as investors, now we can get our hands on some really, really great deals. So it is critical, it is imperative for you guys right now to learn lead generation, The better you can get at lead generation, whenever the market shifts, you're going to make a dramatic change in your business model, your business structure, and ultimately that's going to increase. Go towards increased wealth. Go towards increased wealth. So I'm fired up, man. You guys just, continue to do your due diligence, continue to be patient, continue to believe and invest in yourself, challenge yourself to stick to the plan and see this thing out. And I can, man, it's this is the foundation right here. This is the foundation. This morning I was because every morning I wake, pretty early because I like to get up when the world is asleep. That gives me the opportunity to really just decompress, take some deep breaths, strategize, plan, get organized, get structured, most importantly, execute. That's whenever I'm my most productive at 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning, my most productive. So I'm learning, exercising my mind and my body. This morning, I'm studying generational wealth because now I'm at that point to where it's like, okay, hey, I have, quite a bit of assets, things are moving right along. Hey, how can I, one, increase my cash flow? Two, how can I really insert what I'm doing today to affect my grandkids and great grandkids of tomorrow? So that's my thought process right now. And one of the things that one of the greats that came before me shared, they said this: if you can buy just two houses, two investment properties, including the one you're in, now you're in three. If you can do that, and whenever you leave those properties into a trust, and you tell the trust exactly what to do with the asset, you can build generational wealth. What does that look like? Let's say if you purchase a property today and you own it for 30 years from now. Let's say you buy it for 150,000, 30 years from now is worth 325,000. And that's probably more than likely the case due to inflation. So now you've left your family not just 335,000, because you purchased two, you've left them almost $700,000. Almost $700,000. And now those assets should be close to, if not already paid for at that time. So you are leaving them a head start, right? And so now you have three properties. You have the one you live in, then you have your two investments. So now imagine if you instill that into your children. If you have one child, hey, and now they buy two properties, plus theirs is three. Now they have six. So you get six properties paid for free and clear. Now you're talking about writing your own ticket. And if we teach them the right ways of doing things, we protect the assets by legally putting it into a trust. Now they're duplicating the process. And so 2, 3 generations down, like our families are equipped, to handle, the just what's going to happen. This is what I know. $1 today purchased 12 cents less. I'm sorry, 12 cents more last year. 12 cents. So if you purchased something last year for $1, this year you're paying $1.12, right? So imagine if you have $100, that's $112. Now that's $12. And now, like, growing up as a kid, $100 was like, wow, I've made it. Like, oh my gosh, wow, I made it. Now $100 is a trip to the gas pump. $100 is a trip to the gas pump. So it is very important that we start planting the seeds right now. We plant these seeds right now to actually create generational wealth and start learning how to do passive income, right? Passive income to where, you can own assets and your money makes money. And it's only two things out there that you can do that create passive income. That's investing and owning real estate, and that's also investing in the stock market. For me, I haven't done my due diligence to educate myself on the stock market. I know it's people out there making millions of dollars because they've educated themselves and they're doing very well. At this point where I'm at in my life, my process, I trust real estate. I trust it because I can touch it, because I can see it, because I can feel it, right? So I trust it for those reasons. So for me, I choose to stay in the lane that I can control. Now, as I continue to grow and I understand I need to diversify my portfolio, after I've reached my number of doors that I would like, now I go out and invest into the second thing that I want to learn, right? And I'm already in that position where I'm learning it right now. I'm learning it. So guys, right now, investing in real estate, I mean, it may seem like a slow process, but trust me, whenever the market takes a shift, because it will, it's just natural. When the market takes a shift, because you've invested the time to get an understanding of lead generation, you're comfortable and confident with speaking to these sellers. You know what you're speaking about. Now the game has changed. It has forever changed. And now you can negotiate, you can compromise, you can pull rabbits out of hats. I promise you can. So stay the course, stay the race. And I'm excited. I really, really am excited about investing in real estate. And Coach, I know you have a lot to add on that. And then I'll go and touch on the business credit side of things again, because the business credit side of things is just blowing people away. Flat out blowing people away. Majority of businesses fail to take off because of funding. A majority of the business fail because of funding. So we're in a position now, me and Coach, we've been working on this process and this program for, I don't know how long, but we've been working on it to where now, like, we can actually show you guys how to get business lines of credit that doesn't report on our credit report. Go out there, get access to thousands of dollars to where you can take that and you can start investing in real estate. That's how you do it. Not just in real estate, to where you can start investing. So, Coach, all the people on the stock market that's investing, majority of them, they're investing with our money, with our pensions, with our 401k, with our IRAs, and they're making more money than what we're making. So now you do the exact same thing. The roles just reverse. Now you get access to these lines of credit, and now you're out there, you're investing that money, right? You're investing it, so you're the one making the most money. So and once you do that, you can invest in whatever you choose to do. It's your money. It's just for us, we're going to show you, how to get your hands on this capital, and we'll help you map out a plan of what to do with this capital. But it's up to you to execute. It is up to you to execute. So I'm fired up. And Coach, let me share with you the.
Before you share, man, go ahead and keep that thought and let Daryl talk. He been
no, sir. Yeah, Daryl can't speak yet. And this isn't a shot at Daryl. This is a shot at you, Coach. No,
he been anxious, man. He been anxious. He said, "Can I please talk? Can I please?"
Hey, I just gotta take a shot at you, Coach, because you ran me through the wire this morning. But I said, you know what? You are not about to disturb my peace. Hey, look, it is what it is. Hey, that's it. You're not going to disturb my peace today. So it is what it is. I'm rocking and rolling with you. You like it, I love it. Let's go. you know what I'm talking about.
So
let's see here. Go ahead, Dara.
Can you guys give me permission to turn on my camera because I have like a bulletin board of all of it and all that?
No, sir, we can't.
Yeah, Dara. Just tell us what you gotta tell us.
So, like my biggest investing tip that I have for everybody, my cat is nagging.
All right, guys, there we go. I figured that's what it was.
Yeah, I know. I got it.
Hey,
I read it.
I love what we're doing. You know what I mean? Look, it ain't no bombing going on no more. No, like, you know what I mean? It ain't no Zoom bombing. No, we are the Zoom bombers. You know what I mean? You ain't doing that to us no more. Hey, look, you live and you learn, right, Coach?
Hey, I was ready. I already I had to remove. I already read it.
I love it, man. I love it, man. It's you know what? We're running off these people that they're just like, oh, nope, let's just choose this other group because they're not letting us in. So it's we're smarter, we're wiser. But Coach, I'll pause there. And I know you have some things you would like to, piggyback on. If there's anything you would like to share, man, hey, look, the floor is yours. I'm quiet, brother.
Man, if you want to be honest, man, I promise you I got a phone call and I was on a phone call while you was talking. So I pardon me, man. I'm just being honest. And now my camera wasn't hooked up. I didn't kick them out. Now my camera won't work. Listen, the most important thing I would let everybody know is that where there's a will, there's a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. Real estate is no one way of doing this thing. There's no one way of doing it. And at the end of the day, it's all about being creative, understanding, and listening. Creative, understanding, and listening. If you listen to what people are saying, you can help them. If you listen to what people are saying, you can help them, right? And then if you listen to what they're saying, you can create a solution to the situation. It's interesting, right? I'm going to share this. I'm going to share this if y'all don't mind. I had a real estate agent that I met this weekend, and she told me I was hard-headed. And we had a conversation. I ain't mind her calling me hard-headed. I'm spending my money. So if I'm spending my money, I could be however I want to be, right? But I had to explain to her that she told me a lot of stuff that I didn't want to hear. She was telling me about the seller and their rights. And I said, are you working for the seller or are you working for me? Right? Are you working for the seller or are you working for me? Why do you think I care about what you want to tell me about a seller? She didn't never listen to me. She too busy running her mouth telling me what she want me to know. And because of that, it caused a problem in our communication because she's not understanding I'm the buyer. I don't want to hear about the seller. If you want to work for the seller, then go work for the seller. She thinks she's educating me. I say, well, you know what? If you like to educate me, do orientation. Why don't you sit me down and give me a time and date for just orientation? Tell me all the mess that you want to tell me about. Make sure you're doing it where I'm not on a mic because I'm not going to listen to you. All I want is my house and I want it on my terms. Why am I sharing it with you? If you're on this call tonight and you hard-headed and you want to do things your way and you're not making money, then you're wasting your time. Now, if you're on this call tonight and you want to make money and you hard-headed and you making money by doing it your way, then do it your way, right? Do it your way. So with this business, guys, if you decide to sign up with our coaching program, please don't try and come in and do it your way. Why don't you try and do it our way first and get some success with that way? Then you tweak it to however you want to tweak it. But if you come in to this coaching program with us in this community and this environment, you have to come in with an open mind that you don't know everything and you came here to ask for help. You came here for ask for assistance and then you paid money for it. Let me look at my thing. Let me answer some of the questions before Joe come back. And I'm sorry, y'all, that my mic and my camera. Let me unplug this camera. How about that? My other camera. Oh, I don't know what's going on my computer today, y'all. All right, let me go to my chat box and see the messages that's in there. So, is there a recommended way to find a quality real estate agent that is investor friendly? Yeah, Corey, it is. You have to you got to go network with other investors and they will share with you their contacts. Once they share with you their contacts, then you'll have the people that you're talking to. When you talk to different banks and when you start talking, if you did everything right and talk to the right title companies, they will point you in the right direction of investor-friendly real estate agents to work with you. So it's so many ways to get to this point where you got people to help you out, right? So when you got people to help you out, then you can find more people. So you got a network. That's how you find qualified people to work with investors. Talk to investors and they're going to lead you. Success lead breadcrumbs. Don't go out there and reinvent the wheel and say, I'm going to get on the phone and call every real estate agent and call everywhere around the world. And no, go network with other investors and ask them who they're using. That's it. It's just that simple, guys. I promise you, real estate is not hard. Everybody that make real estate, that's in real estate, some people make it complicated. They make it hard. If you go in there with an open mind, as a man thinketh, so shall he be. If you go in there with this open mind and saying, I got this, okay, all I have to do is do these simple steps that coach said do, and you do those steps, you're going to see progress. And then you cannot discount the wins. If you're calling around looking for leads and somebody answer the phone for you, that's a win. That's a win. Do you know how many people calling people and nobody answer the phone? People hang up directly in their face. If you have a conversation longer than a minute with somebody, that's a win. But if you discount that as nothing, just because you didn't get the result of money right away, I mean, I don't understand, I don't understand. I mean, I can't change your mindset. You've been working all your life at a job and you walk in the door and they don't just give you a raise the next day. They don't give you a raise just because they see you. But you think you'll get in real estate and you'll get a win right off the back and make a lot of money right off the back. I don't understand how you think it's a get rich quick scheme. And it's not. It's a business. It's your business. And you got to find people with problems and you got to be valuable and bring a solution. So coach is being valuable now. He's finding people with a problem. He said right now with the market the way it is, people losing money. They losing their 401k. They losing their stocks. They're losing all this other money. Let me find a way to help them another way. Let me help them another way because this is a group of people that's in need. Now he found the way to give value to somebody. And because he found the way to give value to somebody, he's got all these deals coming up that he's getting paid off of and that he's working, that he's going to be very wealthy off of. So that's what it's all about, guys. Making yourself valuable, making yourself bring something to the table that nobody else can bring or nobody else thinking about bringing. Other people are too lazy to bring. If you want to be an entrepreneur, you're in the right place. If you want to be an entrepreneur for money, you're in the wrong place. You got to be an entrepreneur to help people and bring value to people. And that's when the money gonna come next, right? You go to a hospital.
I agree.
Yeah, well, if you go to a hospital, the custodian don't get paid what the doggone the hostess get paid, the secretary or the triage person. The triage person don't get paid what the nurse get paid. The nurse don't get paid what the doctor get paid. The doctor don't get paid what the surgeon get paid. It's levels to your value. It's levels to your value. It's levels to your value. So if you want to make money in real estate, become valuable. Become valuable. And how do you become valuable? Solve problems. Solve problems. How do you solve problems? Get out there and let people know what the hell you're doing. so you can generate leads. Once you generate leads and people come to you with problems, you can't just run and say, oh, I'm scared, I don't want to mess this up, or you already going to work messing up every day. You go to work every day, you messing up, right? You giving up your time and your most resources, your blood, your value, your time. You give up your energy when you're youth. You giving up your family before to work for a check when you can do a business and make the same amount of money by bringing value to something in a shorter period of time if you just believe in yourself. All right, I'm done preaching.
No, man. Keep going, brother. Keep going. Man. It's a wonderful thing, man, because we just continue to challenge ourselves and learn things, and we just got to continue to challenge ourselves and be great. That is really it. And when you said that we have to, get better at helping other people. And here's my motto right now is that we can get and achieve all the things that we ever want if we help enough people get the things that they want. And as a result of that, Coach, it's like I've been blessed and fortunate to in the position I'm in, but now it's like, Coach, like whenever I have opportunities, I don't even want to do them myself. I'm constantly picking up the phone, reaching out to other groups, to other investors, to other partners, just having conversations. It's not because, I don't want to, I just don't want to use my own funds. No, I mean, that's part of it. But most importantly, it's, hey, as I continue to build trust and confidence in others, they continue to build trust and confidence in me, and we start to invest in each other, then invest with each other. So as a result, great things are happening. Coach, I can't tell you the last deal that I invested in where I used my own capital. I really don't know. But and that's not because I want to give away funds. It's just because it's just how it is. I once purchased a property, Coach. I'll never forget it. Pollyanna. I'll never forget Pollyanna. Coach, I purchased this property for, I think we got it for like 95,000. I kid you not, Coach. I bought it. I cut the grass. I tuned up the AC unit, and I put a for sale sign in the yard for 160. It sold. Let me repeat that. Tuned up the AC, cut the grass, put a for sale sign in the yard, and it sold for 160. Now, and here's the thing, Coach. That property there, I did a 50-50 split with my investors. 50-50 split. They made $24,000, and their investment was 18. Well, actually, I think their investment was like 18,000, and they made 24,000. So and it took us all of, because they had a VA loan, I didn't have to keep the house long. It took us all of 60, 65 days to close that deal. I didn't have to do that. I just refinanced out my rental property. I had, cash back into my account, and things were going good. But I chose to do that because I want other people to, learn the skill that I have, believe in me, continue to, want to work with me, and we do great things together. So that's it, Coach. I mean, you're absolutely right. Absolutely right.
So guys, this is what I'm gonna ask y'all to do on the call tonight. Raise your hand if you want to speak, because we're not gonna drag this night out. My voice is gone. I've been driving around looking at houses and then weather and craziness, so my voice is gone. And I don't know, Coach got something special. If he got something special, we can stay on with his. But I want to give y'all the opportunity to speak, because this is the time is yours, right? This is not all about me and Coach just talking. We're giving out the ideas. Coach has done great things because Coach have trusted in him. He have invested in himself. He's learned a lot, and he trusts that whatever he's doing, he's going to do the best that he can do for somebody else. And that's how he's winning. I mean, we're scared when we're doing what we're doing. We're scared to build this platform. We're scared to get on a call. We're scared to commit to this weekly. You're scared to create the emails and all the other stuff that we're doing. It's scary spending, and we spent a lot of money. Believe it or not, we spent a lot of money because we got CRM systems. We have all kinds of different softwares to try and drive more traffic in, pay for a lot of coaching programs to have that knowledge and to have a way out to go to other people whenever people ask questions. But guess what? That's scary because we're spending a lot of money that we don't know if we're going to get a return back. But we do know one thing. If you spend the money, now you got the knowledge. Now you got the access. Now it's available. Now opportunities is there. Now we just got to grow the followers and grow the people that believe in what we're trying to do in the movement. And we got to help as many people as possible so the movement keep moving. That's really it. It's just that simple, guys. It ain't that difficult. We got to believe in ourselves. We got to invest in ourselves. And we got to push it on regardless if we know everything or know nothing. We got to figure it out. And when y'all talk to me, I tell you, I ain't did that before, but I know how to do it. And if I know how to do it, let's go with it. Let's try it out. Let's make it happen. If you have a question, raise your hand, brother. Corey, you have a question, raise your hand if you want me to unmic you or what have you. And I'll be ready to remove you if you're talking crazy. Because that question didn't come out right. So, but that's really it, guys. We need y'all to raise your hand if you want to speak. We'll unmute unless, Coach, you got something you want to go with. I don't want to take the flow from you.
No, sir. No, sir. I mean, it's no, I'm here, brother. I'm here. All right. So yeah, so you can ask Corey. What was that? Okay. All right, there you go, Corey. You should be able to speak.
Awesome. Can you guys hear me all right?
Yes, yes, sir.
I have a few questions actually. I'm fairly new. I've done a flip with a partner, so I've got a general understanding. I'm starting to kind of construct my business and getting things in place for my own investing and not utilizing other money. So like I have a few questions. My first would be, I'm not basing my connections. For example, you guys utilize a lot of CRMs and different methods to just pound out phone calls. I'm trying to go like a strictly relationship building, as mainly investors typically have investments. For example, like let's say you have a goal of, you want a 50 unit complex. Typically you have single duplexes, single family homes, triplexes that you're trying to liquidate. How do you kind of purvey that to other investors without going into a conversation that's not transactional, but still trying to get a transaction out of it? I know it's relationship, but kind of how do you mold that into a single conversation?
So Corey, first thing is, thank you for getting a call. Thank you for unmuting, and thank you for asking that question. You say you did let's go backwards a little bit. I'm gonna get to your question, but let's go backwards a little bit. You say you did a flip so far, right?
Yes, sir. I did a flip with a friend, found it off the MLS. It was a solid deal, made 30,000 off of it.
Outstanding. I have not did a flip to make no money off of it. I do burr. I keep it myself. So that's outstanding. You already got one up on me.
What I did was a lot of sweat equity. I didn't have any money in the deal. I found the deal. I negotiated it. I did landscaping, typical sweat equity to learn the process. The individual I was behind is a very seasoned vet, but not in the single family home, but they're willing to educate me for this since it was a small financial transaction for them.
Okay, great deal. So you use his money or that individual money to work on the property?
Correct.
All right. So how did you find that person?
So it was actually just a friend of mine. He picked up, I started to pick up on conversations that he had, and just asked the question, to be honest. Hey, you do real estate? You want to educate me? And just like you said, you have to add value. And you can't get something from nothing. I found a property, I ran the numbers, and I presented it to him, and one thing led to another.
It's no different than what you're saying now. If you want to find people that's dealing with apartment complexes and deal with that, it's just basically you got to get in a network of them. You got to have a conversation with them, hang around them, notice what you don't have to talk about the money. You just talk about, just in general, find something in common with them, communicate with them, hang out with them. And sooner or later, when the opportunity comes that they decide to just, tell you about the apartment complex they may already had, or so they already done with them, then you transition into, I'm interested just like that. I mean, it's the same difference. Even when you're talking to your family members, you can let them know that, hey, I've been talking to people that's, I'm in a network crew of people that, own apartment complexes, and just, run it out there as a conversation. Just keep talking, but don't talk about nothing else besides, yeah, I'm working with some people that's, I'm meeting with them. I did a flip a while back ago, and I made a little cash flow off of that, and we did very well for my first flip. So now I'm just hanging around with other people that's doing apartment building and doing apartment investment and doing, commercial properties. And as you talk to them and talk to your family members, your friends, your church members, your barber, your beautician, whomever you're around, you may have daughters and have to take them to a beautician. I don't know. You just have a casual conversation about some of the stuff you're going on. Is a casual conversation. Don't ever ask for nothing. And then if they start talking about it a little bit more, you write their name down, and later on you may want to just say, hey, the other day I talked to you and you kind of, gave some attention to what I was saying. Are you interested in doing stuff like that? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm learning about it. We can learn together, and then just go on with casual conversation, and then go from there. So that is definitely the way to build relationships when you asking for private money lending. You don't ever want to go to nobody and say, hey, you interested in giving me money for an apartment complex? You want to go to them and just have a casual conversation about life, about the dogs, about the corns, about my kids, about your wife, your husband, whatever that is out there, not you, just in general, a person having a conversation about their something they got in common, and it leads to them going down a little bit of investments. What kind of investments you're interested in? What kind you got going on? I got 401k, I got this and that. And you know what? I'm taking my money out of the 401k right now, and I'm using it for this or that. Oh, really? Oh, that's interesting. Boom, boom, boom. And then you just like, have you ever thought about apartment complexes a little bit? Oh, you haven't? Oh, okay, cool. No problem. And then you just start talking about something else. Is that making any sense?
Yeah, it does, because that's actually how I learned to utilize my own money, my own funding. I actually HELOC'd my home to utilize that for properties. I learned that from another investor. Like the question I have is, so I'm not so much interested in like the single family home space. I think those people are very easy to get a hold of, the wholesalers, the Facebook gurus, everybody there. Like my thing is, I understand now, to hit my goal, I'm targeting a little bit bigger, targeting anywhere from 10 to 20 doors. I know that's significant, but people can do it. So it's those people I'm trying to target, but I don't know how to kind of get a hold of them, because most of them, well, a lot of what I've researched are your lawyers, are your doctors, and I don't know how to kind of contact them. Typically, I research their LLC on your local listing, and then I go to like OpenCorp to find their LLC. But every time I find them, it's their business, and I don't want to call them at a place of their business. Is there another, like skip tracing?
So why don't you want to call them at their business? I'm just curious.
I don't know, and that's kind of why I want to bring it up to you guys. Is it unprofessional to call their business?
I got a rule. My rule is I never say no to me. I let somebody else say no. I do it. I'll ask for what I want. Matthew 7:7, right? Asking it shall be given. Knocking at the door shall be open. Seeking thou shalt find. So when I use Matthew 7:7, I think about that with every person. If I don't ask for it, I never know what the answer is. So I'll try it. Professional. Right now you're trying to be a businessman. I think people respect people that go after what they want. And I don't think it's not being professional if you come to me at my place of business and say, hey, How you doing? What you're doing? I noticed that you is this a good time to talk? I noticed that you have an LLC or a business that have apartment complexes. I'm very interested in apartment complexes. Do you have about 10 to 15 minutes we can talk now or later when you're off work? That's it.
I think because there's certain caveats, I think, when you contact people's business, and I didn't know like what your perspective was, but it seems like, it's a good idea to try to make contact.
I mean, I would try, but the thing about it is, why have you called apartment complexes and talked to the property manager?
I like to go straight to the horse's mouth. I typically like to go straight to the owner and pull up their information. And, it's, for example, I got a hold of a property manager before, and they're like, yeah, we'll get a hold of the owner. We'll get a hold of the owner, contacting them constantly, and no return call. So I feel like it's a bit of a dead end and waste of energy at times.
So, and it possibly is, and I don't disagree with that at all. However, you did your homework and you know that property manager name. Now I would call the business and say, I spoke with this person on this day and this day, and unfortunately, I haven't heard from you. So I just want to make sure that they gave you the message.
Okay. No, I like this. This is all great information because that's the core of my business right now. I am going strictly, I don't want to pound numbers. I don't want to send out 1,000 mailers. I want to create relationships and build a business around that.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And then the other part of that is, have you went on social media to apartment investors, investing, commercial investments and all that stuff? Have you networked with those guys?
I'm starting to. I'm looking at a bunch of brokers. I'm starting to kind of contact them. I'm utilizing the introduction as, hey, I'm new. I don't really know what I'm doing, but I'm trying and I'm educating. But I don't know if that's the right method to contact like a broker. A broker doesn't have time for that.
Well, you're assuming again. Don't assume. You let them tell you that. You only know what you know. Have you ever read the book How to Win Friends and Influence People?
I've heard of that. No, I've never read it though.
But then get the audio book if you don't want to read it and listen to it, or either buy the book. It helps you out when you're talking about professionalism and working with people. A lot of times we think that being professional is going to a person a certain type of way. It's actually just find a way to relate to a person. If you find a way to relate to a person respect you more than somebody trying to, come at them any other kind of way. So if you find something in common with anybody, and this for everybody on the call, negotiation 101 is find something in common. If you hear a dog barking in the background and you're talking to that person, hey, what kind of dog that is? Oh, wow. I grew up, I had a big dog, or I had a little dog, or I had a dog similar to that dog. Find something in common. Once you find something in common, the people do business with who they like, know, and trust. First, you got to make yourself likable. You got to make yourself likable. Once you make a person like you, then they get to know you. And when they get to know you, they can build trust in you. And that's why you don't ever want to go to nobody asking for money right off the bat. You never want to go to nobody and ask them for what you want. You find out what they want. Anybody you talk to, you got to find out what they want, because it's not about what you want. You give them what they want, and they won't mind possibly, because you got some selfish people in this world. They all want everything, and they don't want nobody else to have nothing. Right. They want everything, and they don't want to give nobody else nothing. And they want everything, and they want you to have pieces of the pieces that they will give you. You say they gave you something.
Yeah, that's what happened with my first flip. And that's the takeaway of that. So some of the things that I try to hit is relatability. And then I try to hit a goal with them. So what's their goal, how they're achieving it, and then the significance behind their goal. I learned that from a YouTuber, and it just kind of resonated with me. And that's kind of how I approach the relationship building.
Absolutely. Life is nothing without relationships. And at this game, I tell folks all the time, I used to teach this all the time. I got away from it saying it, but success leaves breadcrumbs, right? Look at somebody else, what they're doing, join a movement, pick up what you can pick up, outgrow them, leave them, and find somebody else that's more successful, and keep growing your network.
Right. So I have one last question.
Yes, sir.
So as we talk about relatability, goal, and significance, I'd like to ask you guys the same question. what's the goal for you guys, and like, where do you know to kind of draw back that you've hit that goal, or are you always pushing past that goal?
So that's a great question. I love that question, man. You are awesome. I thank you, God, for sending you my way.
I'm trying, but I'm trying to learn as much as I can.
So one thing about people is we're greedy. And if you got greed, you're gonna fail. If you're a greedy person and you want it all, the one thing you want the most, in my opinion, this is not a fact, this is me. I speak in a matter of fact way, but in nothing I say is a fact, it's all my opinion. But when you're greedy and you want it all and you don't care about nobody else but yourself, and you keep on trying to get it, you're gonna lose it all. The one thing that you want all of, you're gonna lose it all because you're so greedy. So in my personal opinion and how I do it is, I set a real goal. For every child I have, I want a house. That's basic. That's the basic goal. For every child I have, if I die today tomorrow, I want them to have something that they can live in, that they make money off of, they can sell and make money off of, or they can invest in, and they can do whatever the hell they want to do. I don't care. I'm dead. All right. That's one rule. The second thing is I want to replace my salary. If I can get passive money to replace my salary, I no longer have to work because I have to work. I work because I choose to work. I don't have to work because I have to work. I work because I choose to work. Once I make enough money to replace my salary, and while I'm working to replace my salary, I needed to save up 3 months of my salary. So if I saved up 90 days of my salary, now I'm free. I'm financially free, honestly, because if I can save up 3 months, I can definitely save up 10 times that and 20 times that and 30 times that, because all I have to do is just go ham on what I already did to get what I got. So my goal is really simple, man. Replace my salary, leave a house for each one of my kids. I surpassed both of those goals, however. I mean, I love what I do. So now I'm not doing stuff for money. I'm doing stuff to help other people get where I'm at. I'm where I'm at in life because I made my decisions. Now my decision is to do what God told me to do, my purpose. My vision is to help as many people get out of their rat race and get out of that circle and stop doing what everybody else is doing and being at the base of the foundation and push as many people to the top of the pyramid as possible. If they want to listen, if they want to work with me, that's all I want them to do. And they don't have to work with me to do it. I want to give them something out of me from my experiences to help them. And if I get paid while doing it, I ain't working no more. I'm doing what I love to do. I think I'm doing what God told me to do. And I think I'm doing what Jesus did. He went around teaching other people how to be better and saying, hey, why are you following me? Follow God. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just trying to do the same thing for everybody else. I'm trying to get you to follow me until you don't have to follow me no more. And then get on your own and follow and teach other people the same thing. So that's my goal. My goal is just to help as many people now. So there's not a number to that. The only numbers I got is replace my salary, be able to have a passive income, to have my own financial security, my resources, where if I want to do something, I don't have to depend on my retirement check. I don't got to depend on the government. I don't have to worry about what money I'm spending in the bank. I can spend money because the money is coming back through all my passive growth. And then if I keep helping people, the money gonna keep coming. So that's just money I'm just adding on top of money that I'm still not worried about retirement. I'm still not worried about a job. I'm still not worried about all the stuff that most people worry about at the base of the pyramid. And if I can pull as many people up with me and help them to lift me up and help me to lift them up, then hopefully one of us can get to the peak and we can hold each other up there at the top. I mean, that sounds like it's theological. It sounds like it's rhetoric, but honestly, in my heart, that's what I feel.
I agree with that. So how do we maintain contact with you after this Zoom?
Let me, so I got a couple ways. Why Wait to Be Great? Are you on Facebook?
I am.
Okay. Why Wait to Be Great? Goal Overachievers. That's my community. That community is all about, not about real estate. It's about whatever you believe in yourself. Start taking action now. Stop waiting, stop looking, and stop thinking. Stop being this person burning your damn, 30 years, 40 years for a damn retirement check. Start trying to work a job and work your business, work your message. So again, Why Wait to Be Great? Goal Overachiever. That's one way. You can LT Williams on Facebook. If you want to just direct me, message me. I can put my book, you can book a meeting with me on Keep. I got a calendar invite that you can book a meeting if you want to just talk to me privately about some things and try and get to know some more things about real estate that you may be interested in. I dropped it in the box in a little bit in the chat box. And that's really it, man. I'm just trying to help people. I don't care about, money is not the most important thing. The most important thing to me is helping more people to get where they're going. If they get where they're going, I'm sure the blessing's gonna come because God take care of the people that take care of his people.
I don't want to keep up anybody else's time, but I'm chock full of questions, but I'd like everybody to speak if they want to.
They know how to raise their hand, Corey. You can keep asking questions. I have no problem with it. They can raise their hand when they're ready to speak.
Perfect. So as I mentioned, looking at these larger complexes, I'm looking at more of like a seller finance, more so than your traditional lending, the 25% down to do these deals. With today's environment, is it still, everything's fluctuating and everything's totality of circumstances, but let's rephrase that. What's a good seller finance rate? And what would you expect a seller finance kind of, how long would a balloon payment be? Things like that. Can you educate me on that?
Yeah, really, honestly, it's all about you talking to that person that have a problem, that have money in the bank that's losing money. Because if you know Robert Kiyosaki, right?
Yes.
And what he
book,
said,
love it.
Yes, absolutely. And he said that if you put money in the bank, you're a loser, right? Right? You read the book?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Savers are losers. Why are they losing?
It's a waste. You're losing money every day it's in the bank, especially with inflation.
Exactly. So if you're able to have a discussion with someone, you with creative financing, borrowing money, private money lending, either seller finances, like you can find an apartment complex that somebody is ready to retire out of their apartment complex business. They'll sell you that apartment on a seller finance. Mm-hmm. All right. But you have to talk to that person and get to them what they want. You have to have that conversation to find out what it is that they would like to do, how long they would like it. And then you get that through the relationship, through the conversation. I have a young lady right now. I got a free house. She knew I work with real estate. I don't go to nobody asking for no free house. I go to everybody asking for a wholesale. But this person called me on the phone and said, hey, I got a property that I'm moving out of. I don't want to deal with real estate agents. I don't want to deal with it back and forward. And I want to deal with somebody I like, know, and trust. And I trust you. So she called me and said, hey, I want out of this property ASAP. And I want no headache, right? I said, no worries. I listened to what she said. I said, how much you owe on it? Okay, what you want out of this deal? What is a good deal to you? And then she told me everything. And I said, okay, then based off that, I give me 3 years. I keep the house in your name. You deed the house over to me and put in, deed the house over to me, whatever. Give me 3 years before I can refinance it and put it in my name. However, within that 3 years, I would take over the house subject to. I'll take over the mortgage and start paying the mortgage. She said, okay, then let me do my homework, my research. She ran away. And then 3 days later, she said, I did my homework, my research. I'm ready to go. I need to find me a title company. I said, no, you don't. You don't need to do no sort. I called a lawyer on the phone on three-way. And I said, hey, look, I got this young lady on the phone. She have a property at this address. We just worked out an oral deal right now. We're going to put it in writing. But tell this young lady how you're going to protect her and not me. On three-way on a 7 o'clock call on Friday. This lawyer said, oh, thank you. Ma'am, do you understand what you're doing? She said, yeah, I did my homework. I just need a title company. Well, I'm a closing attorney. I work here in Mississippi. I live in Virginia, brother. I work up here in Virginia, and this is Mississippi I'm talking about. And the lawyer went ahead and said, boom, 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 whatever. She told her everything. And then I sent all the documents to her and the lawyer, and I let them work it out. I'm out of the picture. I just filled out the documents, sent an email to both of them. Y'all work it out. And I told her if she have any questions, let's get on a Zoom call, record the conversation. Because I don't want you to say that you didn't say something. I don't want you to say I didn't say something. I want to record this so we can cover each other tail as we go forward. So with that being said, when I tell her I'm going to do 3 years, 36 months, this is the longest way to say a short story. So I said 36 months, I want to keep your property in my name. And then, your name. Why? Because it takes 24 months for that house to season. Mm-hmm. And after 24 months, I can start the process to refinance that thing in my name. Mm-hmm. So now I educated her on the process. I understand the process, and I'm gonna let her talk to the banker to make sure the banker echo what I said. And I'm gonna put them on a three-way call and let them talk to each other. And I'm gonna bring the question up on the spot so that the young lady know I ain't lying to her. And that works best for her. That works best for me. And if she want to get out of there earlier, then I just, have to do what I have to do if she want to buy another house or whatever, do whatever. Even though I know I can just give her a rental contract, showing her that I'm paying her rent, her mortgage, and she can buy another house without a problem because the house is making an income. So again, I heard what she said. I'm using that example as I heard what she said, what she needed. I made it easy as possible. I listened to the time frame of what would work. I know how much the house is worth now. I know how much the house is worth ARV. I can get out of the house ASAP if I wanted to, or I can wait the 3 years, or I can play around with stuff. I got my grace period time. I met all the goals, and she said, you have made me win. She is happy. She is happy. And because she is happy, I'm happy. Did I answer your question?
That was awesome. That was awesome. I really appreciate that, because again, that's the business model that I am trying to pursue the hardest, because to scale and scale fast, to have that capital can sometimes be difficult. And, if you're looking at 10 to 20 units, you're looking at $1 million plus. So it's, to be prepared for something like that conversation you just had with that lady. It's kind of good to understand you're trying to still solve a problem.
That's it. If you don't have a problem, you have an opportunity. If you have a problem, you have a deal. That's the best way I can describe that in a few words. If you don't have a problem, you have an opportunity. But if a person got a problem, now you got a deal. A person with a problem don't want to negotiate. A person with a problem don't have stipulations. A person with a problem, it won't out.
Mm-hmm.
A person with an opportunity telling you, well, I do this if this. Oh, well, if you could do all this, then yeah, I sell to you. Well, you know what? I don't want to deal with you. Let me let you go to somebody else. Hey, thank you, but no thank you. Mm-hmm. Let me refer you to Joe.
Next.
Yeah, because I don't want to deal with headaches. I don't like headaches. If I work a full-time job with the military, mm-hmm. and they get on my nerves, why do I want to work with somebody after I get out of work? They're gonna get on my nerves.
Look, I'm prior military. I know. I get it, man. You hit that on the head. Yeah.
So that's why I'm like I am. That's why I'm honest and upfront with everybody, because I like honest and upfront. And today's military, people not honest and upfront. They're liars and they say everything mm-hmm. else and they doing something else behind your back. So I don't want to be that same person. I ain't gonna say everybody in the military like that, but that's what mm-hmm. I've been noticing lately. So I say, anybody encounter me, they're going to encounter upfront, honest person that's going to say what he say and mean what he say and going to do what he say. And if he can't do it, he's going to tell you, I can't do that, but I learn with you or I'm going to move around. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So let me tell you something. You brought up a good idea. Real estate investing, how to make riches from real estate properties, a guide to buying real. No, that's not it. I'm looking for the apartment complex. I do have an audio book that I was trying when you were talking about the apartment complexes, because it's not about me, brother. It's about you. I want to help you get where you're going. And if I got resources that I think will help you, definitely how to influence friends, win friends and influence people, definitely you need to read or listen to the audio book. And I'm looking at there you go. The Multifamily Millionaire Value by Brandon Turner. Brandon
Turner.
Absolutely. He's a great man. I've been on Bigger Piker for like 4 years before I let him go.
Yep. I have his rental property for investing. I have his audio book for multifamily. I don't remember the full name.
Millionaire Value 1 and 2 or 3 or whatever. Yep.
Fantastic books. And that's where, my journey started is, just the same.
So there you go, brother. You got the resources already. You got the network. Are you still a part of Bigger Pocket?
I am.
Well, if you're a part of Bigger Pocket, man, send a direct message to him. Man, Brandon Turner is awesome. I teach his goal setting strategy every year in January or December.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, I teach it every year in December to remind people on how to set goals. In my book, damn, I shouldn't say this, but my book is based off of that. My book, Why Wait to Be Great, Invest Now and Grow Your Future. The ideal of me writing that book is based off of Brandon Turner's goal setting.
Look, if it's not broken, why fix it?
Well, I'm saying it's the outline that I used, the thought pattern he gave us. I provided it in my own words with my thought pattern, but he inspired me to write I wrote the book with my business and my knowledge, but it's based off the outline of goal setting, teaching people how to set goals, how to do what they do, and how to make money. And then I use my life examples throughout the book to show you this is what I did to get this based off of this, and then I move forward. But it's all about goal setting. He taught me how to set goals 3 years, 5 years, 10 years out. And now you backwards plan, make your benchmarks in between. And I give y'all real life examples. And anybody read my book, real life examples on how I met my goals. So this is the first time I ever told somebody what inspired me to write in that format.
That's fantastic. So with him inspiring you, before that, how did you get started in real estate?
Man, I got started when I was a little kid. I promise to God, I swear to God, I got started as a 7-year-old playing Monopoly in the backyard against everybody in the neighborhood and whooping their butt.
You had all the hotels.
I had everything. I had everything. I rolled up. Don't repeat this to nobody else, but I used to roll up paper and put some grass in that thing that burned it and put it in my mouth as a cigar. So when we was kids, we used to play Monopoly in the backyard, get a bucket, turn it upside down because we couldn't play in the house. Everybody sit on a different bucket, put the Monopoly game in the middle. Man, we used to bust heads. And from that, I'm from a low income area.
Mm-hmm.
So my mom and dad was blessed. We had better stuff than others, but the people around the corner, they didn't have as much as us. And I saw how landlords were slumlords, and they was taking advantage of those people. And I said, when I grow up, I don't want to do that to people. I want people to live better than that. So I had a heart as a young kid to say that when I get older, I want to be in real estate and I want to help the people that can't help themselves and give them a chance, give them opportunity. You know, if they burn their opportunity, that's on them, but I'm gonna give them opportunity. So I invest in the hood. I literally invest most of my houses in the hood. I did just like you did. I used my home equity line of credit, my HELOC. I borrowed against it. I used that money to buy 2 properties in cash. The rent from one of the houses paid the mortgage back to the bank. And then I rinse and repeat, and I kept on buying them. And I bought those cash. I bought them cash. So I got a line of credit against those 2 houses, and I just tripled my money, right? I just tripled it because those houses were worth more than I used to buy them. I bought them at a discount, cash. And then I used one day it was rented to pay my line of credit back. Then I put a line of credit, a commercial line of credit against those 2 properties that have paid off in cash. And now I'm up to $70,000 lines of credit, commercial line of credit.
See, I was curious about that because, you know, eventually the HELOC's going, or the actual market, I think, will outpace your HELOC. So I didn't know how, after I find my first deal, I didn't really know how to kind of tackle the next one if it's bigger or larger. So there's many things I'm trying to figure out.
Well, get on my schedule, brother. Click on that thing. Let's talk, man. I got a program that I actually in the coaching program. We got a mastermind for wholesaling, but I got the Burr message. I like the Burr message. And I do want apartment complexes, but I don't want to use my money. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build up all my accesses with single family. Once I get to a certain number of single family, then I can borrow against all those single family, the equity, and use the equity to put a down payment on apartment complex. You don't need all the money up front. You just need a down payment, and you got to buy the apartment complexes at a discount. You know, like basically they're not improvement at the standard that they can improve. So as long as you know how you can go through and start redoing, you know, half the apartments, and then, you know, start charging more rent. Then you start doing the other set of apartments, and you start charging more rent. And now the asset that you bought that was $500,000 or $1 million is now worth $2 million or $3 million. Yeah. And now your asset is its own accountability, and and now you can have the apartment complex without all the money.
Yeah. See, yep. That's what I'm shooting for right there. I already booked for tomorrow.
So I did my homework, brother. I'm on your path, but right now I'm on my path to try and pay off the houses I have in full. Once I pay them off in full through wholesaling, I'm using wholesaling. Any money I make off wholesaling, I just pay off a house. Once I pay all these houses off in full, now I got, you know, over $300,000, over $500,000, over $1 million of equity. Now I take that equity and I cross collateral. You know, I cross collateral for the apartment complex, and now I got that apartment complex with other people's money.
So it's almost like a what do they call that? Not the reverse of a debt snowball, the equity snowball. There's a snowball theory that you utilize different assets and it snowballs into larger equity investment.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I call it monopoly.
works.
It's monopoly. You're trading up.
Mhm. So, how do you think the multifamily is going to be affected by like interest rates raising and the inflation?
So first of all, you're never affected. If you have a business, you're never affected by all those things, honestly. Well, I shouldn't never say never. That's the wrong term. You're not affected because every house, every multifamily house you have, you're ahead of inflation. Inflation is 3% or maybe 5%. And now, my God, it's maybe 10%.
Mm.
However, because you have a multiplex, you have the same inflation. You're doing every year you get a raise per apartment complex, per room, per door, shall I say, per door. So if I got a 2% or 3% raise every year per door, and I got 20 doors, 3 times 20, that's 60%, right?
So you're already positioned
Yes.
for the inflation. So let's
Absolutely.
say they do a note call, you're already in a position where it's not going to affect you.
It's not going to affect you. And why would the bank rob the golden goose? You're the golden goose. You're the golden goose for the bank. You already giving them money every month. You're paying them. They're going to go after the small fries, that single family homes, the people that own one house. They're going to take their houses back and make them pay for it. And they're going to screw the little man, the people at the bottom of the base of the pyramid.
Mm-hmm.
We in the middle. We're in the middle to the top. They don't want to mess with you. They're going to mess with the people that's easy to kill.
That makes sense.
That's what life is about, guys. This is it. I promise you, it's really easy. The only thing we can do with real estate is make it complicated. If you're doing more than the average person, then you're going to be a little bit higher in the food chain. If you're doing what everybody else is doing, you're at the lower of the food chain. You're on the ground. You're on the ground, and what happened at nighttime with the animals on the ground? They get ate up. They get snatched up. But the animals that's a little bit higher in the tree, they a little safer. And the higher up in the tree, the safer you are. I'm trying to draw a picture in everybody's mind about stop being like everybody else and bet on yourself. Take a chance on yourself. The only thing you do is fall back down to the bottom and get ate up. I'm sorry if that seemed rude or mean, but it's the fact. Mm-hmm. If you're at the base, you're doing what everybody else doing, you're an easy kill, right? You're easy get over. Banks, look, okay, listen, y'all. I'm gonna answer your question on Brother O, but let me tell y'all this. I'm gonna put this like this. I'm from Louisiana, right? Hurricane Katrina happened, and all the other mess happened. All the natural disaster happens. These freaking insurance company has ripped these people off. They have ripped them off. You pay insurance for 40 years, 30 years, and your house get taken away. Mm-hmm. You use your personal money to go to safety. Use your personal resources to go to safety into Dallas, into New York, into California, into Georgia, into Atlanta, into Arkansas, into the northern areas from the South. Now you come back, Hurricane Katrina ripped up all the other hurricanes and their tornadoes, all tore stuff up. Now you come back to try and work on your property and the insurance give you pennies to get started. Then they tell you got to use your own resources before they give you another draw. How many people used up their resources when they moved out to get away from the storm? Now they don't even have the resources to keep their houses going and they walk away with pennies. So again, the insurance company took advantage of the small people, the everyday person. The big banks and the big businesses, they can fight you, but they're going to get theirs back and you're going to take care of them because you know they're going to get, the insurance company going to need them and going to get their money back. But the little people that only had one houses and barely living, they just messed over those people. I mean, I don't know if y'all following this stuff, but this is true facts. True facts. So if you're at the bottom doing what everybody else doing, you're doing the wrong thing. I don't like to say right and wrong, but you are. If you're doing a little bit more than everybody else, you're on track. If you're doing a lot more than everybody else, you're doing the right thing. Because you won't be treated like everybody at the bottom. You get treated a little bit better. And that's all I got for y'all on that one. Hey, Corey, man, I thank you for the meeting tomorrow. We'll talk. Let Brother O go ahead and talk, man. I hope I answered your question. I hope I inspired you with some good things, man, and everybody else on YouTube that listen to this and everywhere else. I mean, I'm not here to sugarcoat it. I'm not here to make y'all like me. I'm here to just tell you what I think is my truth. It's my opinion, y'all. It's my opinion. That's a fact that the insurance company messed over a lot of people. but it's my opinion in the way I talk, and it's not, I say stuff in a matter of fact way, but I am not all knowing. I don't know everything. I'm learning just like y'all learning. Brother, let me unmute you. I'm sorry, brother. Corey, you have any more questions before I go to Brother O?
No, sir. Thank you. Really appreciate it.
Thank you, man. We'll talk tomorrow.
All right. Hi. Thank you for setting up this call. I'm currently trying to get into the real estate investment space. I attended a class about a month ago and just kind of piqued my interest. So my question for you is, what strategy or what suggestions would you give to me to start off? I currently work a typical 9 to 5. So after 5 p.m., I have just a little time. I'm not married, so I have some time. It's not like I have kids or anything to worry about. I don't have a lot of cash saved up. I just graduated college about a year ago. So what advice would you give me to start off? I'm local in the DFW area.
Oh, man, awesome, awesome. First of all, congratulations for thinking about your future at a young age. I love the fact that you just graduated from college and you already thinking about what can I do long-term to make a difference in my life and others. That's what I heard. The second part is congratulations on being able to get through college and not make a baby. You're a better man than me. I mean, a couple of them. I got started a little bit later in real estate because I had to pay so much child support.
Yeah.
So good man. So don't. Hey, I'm glad you're not following my path in that way. That's why Joe talking about me, because this morning I told him some stuff and he's like, oh boy. But okay, so that's enough of that foolishness. All right. So next thing is what if I tell you that it's a way to get in real estate with other people's money? Do that sound like a good deal?
It does.
All right. And then what if I tell you it's a way to talk to people that will tell you everything they want you to know and more?
I'll say, show me.
Okay. And then what if I tell you that the people that are going to talk to you and teach you real estate, you ain't got to pay them a dime?
I'll be excited.
and everything I'm saying is a fact. All right. Everything I'm saying is a fact. You can do these things. Now, the thing about it is, you have to put yourself in a position to listen to them, and you have to put yourself in a position to say that, you know what, I'm hearing what you're saying, and I'm gonna try it out, and I'm gonna see what happens next. And if you do those things, then everything gonna line up sooner or later. You're never gonna see the end state. You're never gonna see end state until you start taking action. Why I'm saying that, because when I first started with real estate and that HELOC thing, that HELOC. I did not understand how the hell you borrow money and you make money. I didn't understand. I'm like, how the hell you borrowing money at 8% and you making money? I'm like, that don't make sense. Why would I do that? I didn't. But when I bet it on myself and I listened to the book and I read the book and I did what it say do, I said, oh, this works. This is real. I get it now. So that's the way you get started in this business, man. Wholesaling. In my honest opinion, if you're wholesaling, you're talking to people that's already investing. If you work with other wholesalers, they're going to teach you their tricks and their trade. They're going to teach you their tricks and their trade because they want to make money, right? If you're talking to people that already own properties, they're going to talk to you and tell you everything they know because they want to get rid of their property, and they're going to teach you. If you're talking to people with problems that want to sell their property, they're going to tell you everything about their property that you want to know because they want to get rid of their property. They ain't gonna charge you for that. If you talk to people that want more properties and you talk to people that want to get rid of their properties, they're gonna teach you everything you need to know about the basic of real estate for free. Now, this is the big question though. Did you get on my calendar yet?
No, not yet, but I will after this.
No, you know short. You will touch that button right now. Click on that link. Click on that link. I should have a theme saying that, hey, this man just joined my meeting and gave me a meeting. So that means you can talk more in detail so I can break it down a little bit more for you. But bottom line is, man, once you get out there and you find buyers and sellers, or you find, buyers and sellers, that bottom line. Once you do that lead generation that Coach Joe was talking about earlier, and you get that under your hands, then you will have the knowledge you need to keep moving forward. You just got to have an open ear, listen to what they're saying, put it together, and put that puzzle piece together. Now, with me and Coach Joe, we teach you how to get past riffraff through our coaching program. And that's what we do. We lead you to our coaching program so that you can learn from each other. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I'm excited. I'm sorry. I'm a clown too. But so the thing about it is, man, we want to teach y'all how to do it faster and be on steroids. You know, I'm sure you sound like you're from Africa. Are you from Africa?
Yeah, I'm from Nigeria.
Okay, you're from Nigeria, and y'all love the real football, correct?
Yeah.
All right. So what I'm going to tell you is, brother, whenever we teach you, we're going to teach you how to get around the people, get up with the ball, kick the ball here, kick the ball there, get you to the goal. You got to kick it in. We're going to teach you. But we're not going to do it for you. We're coaches. So that's what we got, man. So keep that in mind when we talk. But that's the best way, I think, in my humble and honest opinion. If you start off with wholesaling, you learn a lot from everybody you work with, and now you got the basics. And from there, opportunity is going to come open for you to do creative financing. It's going to come open for you to do seller finance, subject to lease options, rent to own. I mean, that's the creative finances I'm talking about. It's also going to come opportunity for you to make money from the spreads you make in wholesaling to buy your first rental property with other people money, because you're going to get paid off selling contracts. You don't sell real estate, you sell contract and wholesaling. And by you being from Nigeria, you know, you over here at 25 or 20, like you said, 25 years old, correct?
21.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You'll be retired by 30. You'll be retired by 30, brother. If you do this business correctly, you'll be retired before 30. And this is what I like about people from Nigeria and people from other countries, shall I say. You have a market already of people that know you, that you know, that's over here, that's not doing a business that you can work with and grow your own business. You get knowledgeable and you go help them. And y'all all got a group of people that's not lazy like Americans. I'm sorry for saying this in front of everybody on YouTube, but we are lazy. Not freaking feel entitled. You know, we in America, we feel entitled. Most people that come from other areas, because I went to Kuwait and I noticed how people over there live, and they appreciate the smallest things. Whereas when I went over there and I came back, I started appreciating the smallest things. And when you go to Korea, you appreciate the smallest things. So when you come back here, you appreciate stuff different. And that's what I like about foreign people, because they come here and they come here with an open mind to say that it's so much opportunity and these folks not taking advantage of it. Let me take advantage of it. So that's, I mean, I hope I don't offend anybody for saying that, but that in my humble opinion, that's how we are in America. We just feel like we take a lot of stuff for granted, and we think the government's supposed to give us everything. And I appreciate you being on this call at 21 years old, man. And I promise you, I would take personal, you know, saying take it personal that, you know, you're betting on yourself at that young age. And I want to help you as bad as possible, because you're vested in what you're supposed to be vested in, and yourself and your future. And like you say, you have no distractions. You don't have any kids. You do work a 9 to 5 where you got a guaranteed check coming in. And I would say this, and I'm gonna shut up after this. I believe a check is seed money. That's money that you're supposed to plant into good soil, bad soil, and other kind of soil that may be you know, pretty good and pretty bad, and you make your money grow. So I think a check is seed money. That's what I think a check is. That's my starter money to get me to my real destiny. And my real destiny is what God told me to do. And if I do what God told me to do, then the riches is going to come for sure, because I'm doing what genuinely come naturally. I mean, I hope that makes sense. I'm not trying to preach to y'all, and I'm not a pastor. I'm not a pastor. I do believe in the fact that I go to work every day in the military. And I think that a lot of people in the military are good people, but I think that, you know, the way they come across is very, very different. So when I work my own business, I can come across the way I want to come across and work with the people I want to work with, and treat them the way I want to be treated. And then we can all move forward. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's not work to me when I work with somebody I like working with and we get the job done. It's work to me to go to a job to work with somebody that I don't feel like have my best interests in hand, and they don't care about me as much as I care about them. And that's what this community is. This community that me and Joe building is a community where we all love each other. We all respect each other to try to help each other and grow each other. And when I hear younger people, because I'm a school teacher by trade and I'm a certified principal, so that means I got a heart for teaching others and mentoring others and coaching others. When I hear young men that say they want to start early, it feels like that's part of my job to make sure as another man that those people get the attention they definitely need, because they're not out here waiting till they're 40 and 50 years old and giving up all the good years of their life to bet on themselves. So that's it, man. I'm gonna shut up now, man. What other question you got? I'm sorry about that.
Also, my second question is, while starting, would you suggest I set up an LLC?
Absolutely.
You suggest I do that before I even start making any cash?
No. No sort. You make cash when you make cash. Cash is king. Cash is king. That's what all millionaires say. So you make money however you make it, but you definitely need to be setting your LLC up as you making money, so that once you transition over, you can lend that money to the LLC, and then it's called a tax write-off.
I like
you
that.
make the money, you lend it to you lend that money, you let the LLC borrow that money. Now you got a tax write-off.
I like that.
So, and the LLC is easy. I mean, I set up LLCs it's in one day. You can set up LLCs so fast. It's in less than an hour, you can set up an LLC. That's simple.
Wow.
Yeah, it's simple. And Coach Joe, God bless his soul, he give you 18 steps to start working on right away. Once you sign up with our coaching program, he give you the LLC program, he give you the credit stuff, he give you a whole bunch of things that we just give you bonuses to help you get started right away, so that whenever Uncle Sam come around at the end of the next FY, the next year or whatever, you already got some stuff in place where you can kind of rebuke them like Donald Trump. I rebuke you in the name of Donald Trump. I rebuke you.
Okay, thank you.
No problem, man. I'm silly, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm a clown. All right.
That was all the questions I had.
All right, brother. And write down your questions, man. Shoot them at me whenever you get a chance. And once we get to that meeting, I promise you, I'm gonna try my best to address any concerns, issues, and see however we can work together in the future and make this stuff happen.
Okay, thank you. We'll do. All
right, brother. All right. Anybody else got their hand up? Nobody else got their hand up. Anybody else need to unmute? Anybody else have anything? Because we over time. My voice is shot, y'all. I don't sound this horrible all the time. My voice gone. I'm sorry. All right. 3, 2, 1. Blast off. All right, guys. Well, thank y'all for y'all time. I'm sorry I overspoke tonight if I spoke too much. I really was talking from my heart and not from anywhere else. Coach Joe, brother, you still there? Or you over making deals? Or you calling that woman back, or who that dude was back? You were calling on the phone trying to do your deal with, or you gonna talk to us? Okay, I'm gonna shut up.
Yeah. You know I'm here, man. Hey, I'm here till the wheels fall off with you, brother. For sure. Yeah, I had to step away for a second. Had that opportunity to circle back around. And you know, hey, I wasn't going to interrupt you, man. You're on the roll, so I'm excited about this. I'm excited, man. You know, Corey has a bright future. He's already on it, and so is the other gentleman there. It's I'm fired up, man. Yeah, that's awesome, man. That's awesome news. And you know, hey, I have that philosophy: each one teach one. And like I said, guys, hey, I'm going at this thing. I don't want to do it by myself. I don't. That's why every opportunity I get, hey, I'm reaching out. Coach is the first person I call. And I'm calling him because, out of excitement and to share with him where I'm at in this process. So, all right, Coach, look, let's do this. And we rock and roll. And we do it together. It's because like I said, I don't want to do this alone. I'm all about, working with, with people to where we all can invest, learn from each other, and grow together. So thanks, Coach, for the awesome conversation this evening. And it was well needed, well received. And I'm looking forward to meeting with the group on Wednesday. as we have some really great things to share. So I'm pumped up and thankful for all of you guys. So Coach, you know, no more words from me other than words of gratitude. So hey, close us out, brother.
Man, I talked enough, man. I ain't supposed to be talking at all. I told you I'm gonna talk tonight. I'm hoarse.
Hey, yeah, man. Hey, but sometimes that spirit speak to you.
I know, right? Where the spirit
Yeah.
is, I let it go. So, guys,
Yes,
I
sir.
really honestly, how Coach Jones said, be prepared to do this because my voice is gone. I've been traveling back and forward to try and find me a home in another state, and you know the weather and hotels are not my friend when you got sinus issues, so they draining. So, thank you all for tolerating my voice and tolerating my presence. Thank you, Joe, for being ready, willing, and able to you know be here and do this and be ready to tell that guy that played on our call to get out. That was too
Hey,
funny.
sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
He said,
sir. So we got some great things going, man.
so, hey, man, look, I have nothing else. If nobody else have nothing else, we'll see y'all Wednesday. Coach, you doing any extra calls this week for people?
You know what, man? No, sir. No, sir, man. I am book jam tight. You know, this week I am, let's see here, what do I have going on? I have assets out in Killeen, Texas that I'm going to visit on Wednesday. Then, you know, hey, I have North Louisiana on Thursday, South Louisiana on Friday. Then I have a ranch that I'm going to check out on Saturday in Fredericksburg, Texas. So, man, I'm nonstop this week. So, and next week it doesn't appear to be any better, as you know we have that property in Chicago. We should be closing this week. So working on that, then working on the another asset out in what is that, Jacksonville, Florida. So working on that. So we're just, man, hey, I'm just like jam packed, man. I'm all over the place.
I'm happy to hear that, brother. That means you can't get in no trouble if you're too busy.
Hey, brother, you know what? I don't even know what trouble is.
Oh, okay.
All I know is what production is. Productive. That's it, brother. Hey, no trouble here, my friend.
Well, you know, I'm all about trouble.
Hey, yes, sir. I do. You know, hey, 99% of the time you're my idol, but that 1%, no, sir. No, sir. No, sir.
Hey, the Bible clearly be fruitful and multiply.
Hey, look, man, we ain't finna get into that right now.
All right, man. Y'all take care. Hey, look at y'all. Y'all take care. Have a good night. Bless y'all. Stay prayed up and stay trying to be better than what you were the day before. If you keep on aiming for the top, sooner or later you may reach it. But if you don't, you're gonna stay where you at. So aim high and go for it, right? So thank y'all for y'all time. Thank y'all for the commitment, and thank y'all for staying on this call tonight. Appreciate everything. So y'all take